Hello, Miss Brandy. This is Misha. This is the video that I promised you of the photo folio. I just want to begin by thanking you very, very much for giving me the opportunity to possibly work with you. And if not, if you decide it's not right for your business, that's no problem. I won't take it personal. When I had my business, I knew I was picky about my products or things that represented me, so it's no big deal. But it gave me a project to do, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so a couple of things before I get started. This particular paper I chose because it's my newest one and I've been dying to get into it. I haven't had a worthy project yet to get into it, so that's why I chose this one. Plus, I love Alice in Wonderland and I love Halloween, so I love this paper. So, this is just a basic, simple type of design, nothing super elaborate. It's just basically to give you an idea of the potential. It can be easily modified to just about anything that you want. You'll see when I get into it. Excuse me, sorry. You'll see when I get into it that if you want more pockets or you want more flaps or you want more pages or, it's easily modified. So again, it's just a simple, basic prototype, I guess you could say. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. So this is 8.5 by 11. That's to accommodate your 8 by 10 photos. I chose to do a ribbon closure with this one in particular because it is just a prototype. I didn't want to get too, elaborate. I could easily, create a flap that, closes with magnets or a strap that comes, across and magnetized closed that way. It's not limited to just a ribbon closure, but I thought it was, cute, especially for this one. So it's made with 110-pound cardstock. For the most part, the pockets are like 65-pound weight, I think. But that's perfectly fine for the photo mats and whatnot. But the outside, especially with the paper and the glue and all that stuff, you could sit here and, and bend it, but, it's hard to tear. You'd have to, like, Hulk, you know, get into it to try and tear it. Obviously, if it got wet, that'd be a problem. But for the most part, it's very, very sturdy. So I did a 1/2 inch spine, just for this particular one. That's plenty. Plain on the back. Okay, sorry that's gonna be a glare, but I'll try to. For example, this could be your 8 by 10 spot. And I apologize. I was so excited. I completely forgot to ask how many of each one you'd like to include. I knew it was 15, but I didn't ask how many of each size you would like. That's completely my fault. I apologize. Also, I just had fun with this, because it is just a sample. If you don't like all of this, decorative paper, that could easily, be changed. I also have less busy paper. So if you would like to keep it bare or less busy or, however you would like it, that's totally doable. So for ones like this and this one over here, I created photo corners. That way, you don't have to like tape it in. You don't have to worry about them falling out or anything. So there's that one. And then up here, I just put 3 wallet size areas. I could easily do 6, not a problem. Sorry about that glare again. These are those self-sealing bags. So what I did was where their tape is, I just put more double-sided tape to help secure it. See if I get rid of that glare for a second. again, I could totally do more. I just forgot to ask. You would load the picture in through the back. The purple is the photo mat. So, very easy to get in and out. Over here is a 4x6. There's more on, the other page, but, well, not like this, but, again, just used photo corners to keep it secure. And this is the middle page that I added. What I did was I took, most cardstock either comes in 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. This is the 8.5 by 11, so I just took 2 pieces, and then I took a smaller piece. See it better over here. Took a smaller strip and joined them together, and then here, this is called the gusset. This is where it, folds. It's the area in between the valley to the mountains, you could call it, I guess. Anyway, so I just, put some paper there to make it look more polished. Over here, again, forgot to ask how many, but you could put another 8 by 10 here, or if you wanted to, you could put your 4 by 6, like you put like a 5 by 7 here, and like a 4 by 6 over here, maybe like a couple wallet sizes over here. This right here is 3 pockets. Up here, this is like 7.25 by 10, I want to say. I believe it is. Here, if you wanted to, you could either put more. Yeah, it's a little snug. I got 2 pieces in here. Sorry about that. You could either, do photo mat, photo corners and put pictures over here, or if you wanted to, if you have like a flyer or a brochure or, something to promote your business, you could very easily tuck that back here. Like say, for example, you could put a brochure right here or business information. You could put your business card down here, business hours, contact, whatever. So that'd be a very versatile pocket. Right here is your 5 by 7. There's like 3. Yeah, there's 3 in here. Normally I would make the photo mats large enough so there's a 1/4 inch border around the photograph. But I just wanted you to see, real time or real measurements, how that would fit in there. And then here, for example, here's your 4 by 6s. Or if you wanted to, you could I could put, make a tag, something, a little cutesy or whatever. And you could put your business card on that and like write like a thank you note or whatever, it's just ideas. So, again, I know this paper isn't for everybody. I have bukus of paper and it's really hard to try and stick a piece of paper in a photo corner looking through a camera. But yeah, that whole tote right there, that is all decorative paper. There's some cardstock right here. That's all decorative paper, pads and whatnot. And there's, more cardstock, the heavier. And I like keeping dictionary books or, a dictionary book around because that's great for accents or whatnot. But yeah, that is pretty much the basic idea of what I was talking about. Again, if you want to, you could totally modify it. It could have like pieces that fold out, like pages that fold out or whatnot, or fold up. You could have more middle pages. You could do like they're called a waterfall. It's like a descending stack of photo mats, so you can flip it up, and have your pictures that way. So you can put like a whole bunch of pictures in one spot. It's a lot like scrapbooking, honestly. It's not terribly very much different. It's just more simple than, because I do very elaborate scrapbooks. So that's why it takes me usually about a month or so to make them. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, that's the basic idea. Easily modified, yada yada yada. Just repeating myself. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm a little tired. Just so you know, though, I have taken up my husband's schedule. He works nights, so usually I go to bed about 4 or 5 in the morning, depending on the day. Then usually I get up about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This right here took me about 3.5 hours, mostly because I made all my photo corners, cutting all the paper, cutting all these to size, trying to think of what I was gonna do, cutting down, cutting all the pockets and whatnot. So it's not a terribly long time, especially for a paper craft. So anyway, now I kind of wish I had made a tag to show you. I was going to originally, and then I got caught up in the rest of it. But anyway, like I said, on this subject, just let me know. Like I said, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you decide it's not for you. On what we talked about. Otherwise, we'll talk about that further later on. But that's what I got, girl. All right. Well, hopefully at least, you liked it or liked the idea, but it's whatever. Whatever you want to do. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go to bed and have a good night, and I will talk to you later.